Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Janai Mayo, and thank you for watching. I just wanted to share a little bit about my story. I'm a wife and a mother of 2 adult children, and about 5 years ago, I started a journey into natural health and wellness. I started getting migraines. They were pretty severe, and to the point where I couldn't get out of bed for a couple of days at a time. I didn't know what it was. It was horrific pain and nausea, and I felt like just I wanted to stab an ice pick in the side of my head. But it was horrible, and I had never had migraines before. I was in my mid-40s, and I realized that they were coming once a month after the first one, and then the second one was a month later, and then by the third one I'm like, hey, wait a second, there's a pattern going on here, and these are coming monthly, so I'm guessing they're hormonal, and I'm in my mid-40s, so I might be starting menopause. So I was like, I gotta figure something out. So ibuprofen helped a little bit, and like Excedrin migraine helped a little bit, but I knew that I couldn't continue to take those things because I had learned over the years how it's so bad for your body, like especially your liver, to process those kinds of medications. I was the kind of person who took 4 ibuprofen at a time, 4 times a day, for probably about 20 years, just because I was in pain. And I learned that that was not good for my body. So I needed to find something else that would work, you know? So first thing I did was I went to the doctor. I found an OB doctor in the area where I lived. I was kind of new to that area. So first time visiting this doctor, I tell her what's going on. I ask her if there's some sort of natural way that we could work on these migraines. And she says, well, I think we should give you a hysterectomy. Whoa, like that was crazy. She just jumped right to that. So I kind of was stunned, and I'm a pretty compliant person, so I just said, okay, you know, sure. And we made an appointment, and I got home and told my husband, and he said, no, you don't need a hysterectomy. Call her back and cancel that. So I did. I canceled it. And then I started just researching more and learning more about different options that I had. And then I had some friends that shared with me about some natural solutions. And at that point, I would try anything. I was in so much pain. I would do anything. If somebody said jump up and down and stand on your head and wear a purple hat, I would do it if it meant getting rid of this pain. So that's kind of when we started embracing a natural, non-toxic lifestyle. So we started getting rid of chemical products in our home. Laundry soap, dish soap, toothpaste, shampoo, bar soap, hand soap, household cleaners. Those products, you would be surprised if you read the labels and then look up the ingredients. You would be surprised what's in those products. Things that can cause hormone disruption, which I believe had a lot to do with what was going on in my body. Things that can cause headaches, which I was definitely getting. We had always kind of done non-scented or unscented products in our home because fragrance really gave me a headache. And that's a good start because fragrance is one of the worst offenders. But there's so many other things like parabens and triclosan and sodium lauryl sulfate. Look these things up. They have horrible effects on our body. Hormone disrupting, endocrine disrupting, carcinogens, things that cause cancer, things that cause asthma and headaches. And these are the products that are the ingredients that are in the products that we use every day, that they sell on the shelves in our stores. But there's a better way. So like I said, it was a process. We didn't do it overnight. 1 or 2 things each month we would switch out and pick natural products that didn't include those horrible ingredients. And we were able to turn our home into a toxic-free home, pretty much. I mean, we still have a few things that we're working on, but for the most part, we got rid of almost all of the toxic chemicals in our home. And I can tell you that I feel so much better. Like, I don't get migraines anymore. And there were a lot of changes that we made. Besides the toxic-free home stuff, we also made changes in our diet. and drinking more water and taking vitamins and supplements and different things like that. Um, it has made a huge difference. And now that we're almost 50 and we have adult children, um, we might have grandchildren soon and, you know, someday. And we want to be healthy and strong for our kids and our family and our grandkids. So that's why we're doing this. Two of the websites that you could look at when you're looking at products are EWG, the Environmental Working Group. It's called EWG Skin Deep. I believe it's ewg.org. You can get an app. And also for the other one, Think Dirty, that's also an app. So you can take this app, and when you go to the store and you look at products, you can be like, I don't know if this is very toxic. You can look it up on that app and realize, you can see if it's a 1 or a 2 or a 0 and it's not that bad for you, or if it's a 9 or a 10, and then it tells you what the products are, what the ingredients are that are bad for you and why they're bad for you. If they're carcinogens or endocrine disruptors or hormone disruptors. So it's a huge deal. And that's a great way to be able to look at the products, is using either one of those apps. So another thing that kind of was along my journey was anxiety. So I had never suffered from anxiety before, but about a year or two ago, that was about 2 years ago, there was a whole month where I could barely leave my house. I was paralyzed with anxiety, and I didn't know what it was. It was horrific. Through a lot of prayer, definitely a lot of prayer, because I feel like it was a spiritual attack. God healed me from that. But I believe that He let me experience that so that I could be more compassionate and understanding with other people who have anxiety. I used a lot of different natural products during that time. Also some calming techniques like grounding that really helped. And like I said, lots and lots of prayer. So we are still on this journey. My husband has lost almost 45 pounds. We just started that about 6 months ago, and I've lost about 10 pounds. So we're working on eating better. We did the chemical toxic free home stuff and got all of that done, and now we're working on eating better. You have to be in the right place for that, and we weren't at the right place for that back then, 5 years ago, but now we are. And it's definitely a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. You know, switching out your products slowly over time, changing your eating, using natural products and finding natural solutions instead of chemical ones. It's a lifestyle and it's a process. And still, we're working on that. We're on that journey. But we're definitely feeling better every day, so that's good. And like I said, we want to be happy and healthy, and we want to be around for a long time for our kids and our grandkids. So I just want to thank you for following our YouTube channel. So hit thumbs up and like, and then also ding the bell so that you get notified when I post more videos. I'm going to be posting more often now, and sharing different lifestyle hacks and tips and tricks and things that we've learned. So I appreciate you and I thank you. God bless.